Okay, just a quick message. I'm doing two different books today. One's more for guys, one's for girls. So I will start with the guy book and then move to the girls. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what I said to her in the next 30 minutes, but whatever it was, I wish I could bottle and sell it. Because at the end of that half hour, she and I were in the women's bathroom hooking up. Apparently we were not being subtle about it because the bouncers came in, banged on the door, and proceeded to throw both of us out of the bar. The girl was so embarrassed that all her new friends saw her get thrown out for hooking up in the bathroom with a guy she had just met. Once outside, she burst into tears and ran down the street. "Why are you so upset? They don't even like you." Jojo comes outside and looks at me like I said I don't believe in dinosaurs. "You live 4 blocks away. You couldn't just take her to your place?" I start an excuse and stop. I do this about 4 times before I give up. I've been drinking. It was only 9 p.m. Okay, this book is I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell by Tucker Max. Tucker Max is a douchebag in many sense of the words. He sleeps with women for one night, he does ridiculous stuff, he treats them pretty badly, but in a lot of ways this book is like just hilarious. I mean, it's hard to believe that he does all these things, yet it is his life story in many ways. It goes through at the end of the book about his book tour, and there's still like all these women like throwing themselves at him, and I'm just like, really? That's kind of horrible since you just read all the evil things he does. But then again, I laughed while reading it. So yeah, if you're not wanting to read it, there is a movie, so you can watch that. It's hard. We're taught that in life we should try to look on the bright side, to be optimistic. Not in this case. In this case, look on the dark side. Assume rejection first. Assume you're the rule, not the exception. It's intoxicatingly liberating. But we know it's not an easy concept, because this is what we do. We go out with someone, we get excited about them, and then they do something that mildly disappoints us. Then they keep doing a lot more things that disappoint us. Then we go into hyper excuse mode for weeks or possibly months, because the last thing we want to think is that this great guy that we are so excited about is in the process of turning into a creep. We try to come up with some explanation for why they're behaving that way, any explanation, no matter how ridiculous, then the one explanation that's the truth. He's just not that into me. Alright, sorry if it seems like I'm rushing. I'm trying to keep this video under 5 minutes, so we're going to see. Anyways, He's just not that into you. It's by Greg Barrett and Liz Tuccillo. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Anyways, it's also a movie, so you can watch it. It's loosely based off this since it actually follows stories and it's not just informational. Anyways, the chapters go through different types of excuses, like he's not that into you if he's not marrying you. And then I'll have like little sub-stories like where viewers or fans have sent in their letters, and then Greg and Liz will both analyze the situation. Then at the end of every chapter there are like the things you should have learned through reading the chapter, such as like he's cheating on you if blah 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 and that sort of thing. So at the end of the book it also has like what do you do now, and it says that you should probably prioritize your list of things you want in a guy. Maybe you should rewrite that list and rethink it. And then it also says, you know, maybe you can find a guy by looking at the first date and analyzing that sort of thing. And it also has like an afterword from both Liz and Greg, which they also work on Sex and the City. So yeah, that's pretty much this book in a nutshell. I read it within a day. It was pretty interesting, and my friend was having some issues, and the major thing you learn from this is that you are exceptional, but you're not the exception. You know, you just want to think of yourself as the rule, and it's easier that way. And also you need to quit thinking, well, this happened to so-and-so, it'll happen to me, because there are exceptions. Like, sometimes things actually work out in the end, but usually for most it's the pessimistic view. So that's the end of this book club. I hope you join next week, and yeah, see you then.